And we're back once again.
Holla.
Holla. You holla.
Oh, yeah?
Praise Allah.
No.
O-M-A.
Alright.
Just kidding, there is no God.
And then?
You guys are so exciting to podcast with right now.
Visually, yes.
Visually, well, nobody can see what the fuck we're doing.
I'll pay attention. Could you here's my picture.
What kind of?
Yeah, I'll pay attention.
What kind of vibe do you try to give off as a person?
Creepy.
I love how instant that was. Just whatcha?
Well, you succeed.
Okay, well.
You're a creeper.
I try to give off a polite vibe, but I'll be polite, but just don't annoy me. You know?
Yeah.
I'm modest, I'm sensitive to others' feelings, but to a point, don't take advantage of it, or else I'm probably going to kick you out of my life.
See,
For me, I'm creepy. Well, before I get to know you, if I don't know you, I'm going to be quiet until you give me permission to be creepy. Which is me basically knowing that you're going to be okay with it. You don't have to tell me, I'll just sense it, and I'll be like, you know what, I feel like I could be creepy. And then that's what happens.
Creepiness isn't always a bad thing.
Fuck. See, I feel like I'm very, I tell it how it is, and people don't like that. A lot of people don't like that. But I'll fucking tell you straight up if you're a retard.
It's a good attribute to have, but then again, I thought you said that you couldn't even say no. So I'm not really sure if that's true. You just said that you have a hard time saying no.
So, well, sometimes.
Depends on the circumstance.
Depends on how bad it is. If something is reasonable,
right.
that.
I'm not. I didn't know that was your foot.
That whole story was that it was my fault that I took drugs and saw Santa Claus in that chick's face. You know what I mean? She didn't do anything wrong. That was all me. So it's not her fault that, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. It's not her fault. You thought that she was Santa Claus. It's kind of obvious, but I'm happy that you pointed that out. At least you know the obvious.
Right.
So. I mean...
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes. Well, that's why I couldn't tell her no, is because, she didn't do anything wrong, I did. I mean, I didn't even necessarily do anything wrong, it just wasn't okay.
Should've just been hey, you look like Santa Claus,
Hey, you look like Santa
I'm
Claus.
on acid, and you look like Santa Claus.
I straight up told Nate when I was on acid, I was like, I don't like you. Straight up.
You
Wow.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to have a bad trip,
I do this really bad thing when I'm around people that don't get sarcasm or just stupid in general, where I'll be a fucking asshole without them knowing it.
Oh, I do that sometimes too, especially at work.
Oh no, I know about it.
Just met. If I don't like them, people know.
That's so rude.
It's funny because nobody else knows, but unless you know Colton, you can just look at him and be like, "Oh, you don't like him? All right, okay."
That's my way of telling whoever brought him around to get him the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. So.
What if they know that you're being rude, but they just don't care to act like they know? And so, in truth,
Adam.
That's their own damn problem. Adam has a really hard time reading me sometimes. There's certain times where I'm ready to deck Adam square in the face, and he just keeps going.
Trying to read you, but he gets everything wrong.
He just keeps poking the bear.
It's sometimes it's intentional, other times it's not.
That's why I have to contain myself, is because I know sometimes you don't mean to be a dumbass.
I'm the quiet, polite person, and then there are times where I just, like Lana, when I have permission in a way, where I feel comfortable enough, that's when you see me, like, have the
Unleash.
outbursts.
Unleash.
Yep.
Full Adam potential. Full Adam power.
It's not even that. It's the nerdness about it all.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that you're like so stuck in your fucking weird ways.
Yes. Yes.
And it like blows my mind. I'm like, dude, there's a so much easier way to do this, and you're like, no.
It must be the hard way.
And a lot of times your excuse is just, well, that's not how I like it, so that's not how it's going to be.
And I can make decisions for myself, regardless if they're easier or harder.
I mean, yeah, but just trying to
Work
help
smarter,
you out, man.
not harder.
No. In the end, the reward is not the same.
See? No.
What?
Fucking Adam, man. Adam and I have about had enough of each other. He's had the last few days off, so we've been stuck together like 24 hours for the last, 5 days?
He's ready to kick my ass.
Oh, I've had it.
It's like,
I've
what?
had it.
Okay, so she wants to play footsies with me.
Hey, no funny business on the podcast.
She's like kicking me. She's like, play with me.
I get that a lot.
Oh, I'm sure
Does he do that to you too?
When we're sitting across the table, yes, actually. He plays footsies with me.
Oh.
And it's like,
Well, because you sit with your legs like out here. You're like out here, and like I always try to like imagine the middle of the table, and I try to not cross that line. But you
I
invade
have
space.
no problem just like putting my feet out a little more.
That's actually why I brought up the vibes thing, is because it's like it's weird, like mixing people, like roommate situation. It's weird mixing people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was raised to do things a certain way. You were raised to do things a certain way. And then we've developed our own ideas about how to do things. And
I was mostly raised out of fear. And so it was like, no, I had to cooperate with things. Otherwise, the consequence was something else. And so the fact of the matter is, no, I don't know how life is out there, but I try my very best to be understanding.
yeah.
So
Sometimes you're not very receptive, though, man.
right.
Wow,
I
you
do need to
actually
work on that.
understand that.
No, I do. I know I'm like...
Because think about it. How many times have I been like, hey, man, try this thing. And you're like, I don't want to try this thing. And I'm like, no, man, try this thing. And then you try it, and you're like, oh, my God. I know what's up.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting having a bunch of like, it's like everyone has like their own like different wavelength of energy, and then it like all comes in one. And it's like a bunch of different like energies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like there's certain types of different energies that mesh well together. Like there could be like love to the hate, you know, like you have to have balance. So you have to have one of at least everything in a group to actually make it a group.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like different energies combine well, but if there's too much of one and then too much of the other that actually do clash way too hard, then it's going to create the bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some people are too similar that
it's
like it
way
ends up being
too
bad.
Yeah. Like
Adam and I's
being
biggest
very,
problem
very
is
similar
the
is
fact
bad.
that we both have alpha personalities, and so we're both like, we test each other.
Trying to see who's the alpha male.
It's not even about that, because, like, I don't even have a problem, because in the end, I'm not going to compete with Colton on that. It's one of those, like, I just like to give my point across, and then if there's problems from there, that's where it's, like, that's where I kind of step in, like, wait a second now.
Me, to be honest, I'm a pretty assertive
For
person.
me, I don't even know if it's like about being an alpha or anything. I just have a problem being told what to do. I don't like a motherfucker
So you're
trying to tell me
assertive.
what to do.
You know, you know what you know is right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I'm assertive.
I'm like, unless I'm fucking bothering you, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Don't fucking tell me what I'm doing.
Yep.
No, but I won't lie. Sometimes people need a good little
on their
kicking
own.
the ass of a reminder.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I
Not
feel
a
like,
constant nagging.
No, it's not. It's like somebody that is allowed. There's a difference. Like if a friend's nagging you out of like a mom, like, you know, obviously my mom's gonna nag me over anybody else. You know what I mean? It's just, it depends on who's telling you what's up.
see, my
Because
mom.
if it's just like a regular pal telling you what's up, you're just like, fuck you, dude. You like drink every day or something, you know? Like, we all have our faults. But
Yeah.
if it's somebody that we look up to and trust, then fuck yeah, you'll take that advice in and listen to it. But if it's
Right.
somebody just as low, just like you, who the fuck are they to tell you who you should be?
Exactly.
My mom and I have a really cool relationship where, like, we can talk about things and, like, she'll give me advice and she'll, like, let me know if I'm fucking up, but she'll give me advice more than anything, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
see,
My
and
mom and I have always been super close.
that's cool with that. But if it's somebody on your same level, even in like at the
Yeah.
same age group, and they're telling you how you should be doing something, you're just like, well,
Even, like, older people that try to tell me what
yeah,
to
they
do.
call
like,
you like kids and shit. But it's like,
Yeah,
who-
like
how do
my-
I know you?
My grandma was like, well, you should be more like your cousin. He has a car and, you know, all this stuff. And because he just bought a brand new car. And she's like, I'm really proud of him. And I'm like, well, you know, he doesn't have a child, first of all. That's where most of my money goes, is my child.
Right.
Like,
Well, yeah.
Seriously.
yeah.
Really?
And he has had the same job since high school. He hasn't had problems with people kicking him out and fucking being homeless and shit. He's always had somewhere to fucking go.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like,
Never had that hardship.
Ooh. Yeah.
and I'm like, you ruin the fucking economy, so it's nearly impossible for me to get a car on my wages. You know what I mean? It's your generation that fucked that up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm.
So,
That's pretty.
One eye's like all the way down here.
Oh wait, that's mine.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was like, wow, you draw
Hopefully
like me.
Grandma doesn't listen to this. Grandma doesn't like my podcast because I say
No.
fuck a lot. My
I
grandma
was
doesn't
just
like the word
drawing
fuck.
in the mouth and the other eye.
fuck this, fuck that, fuck you too.
Do you guys have a song of the day?
Hold on, let me. Ooh, yes.
Because this is part 3.
Can I play
I'm
it?
guessing this is,
Or do I just have to
No,
say
you
it?
just have to say what it is.
Oh.
No music at all or anything like that.
Nope.
Get in trouble for copyright.
That's so dumb. Even if you don't play the whole thing?
Yep.
No.
The time we got in trouble, we played what, like maybe 10 seconds, if that?
Yeah. And they flagged us and
Yep.
didn't let the podcast happen. So,
Mine is The Negative One by Slipknot.
Mine is Push On by Grizz.
You always come here with weird ass songs.
Hey, you
What
don't
was
know
the
what the
last one?
listeners
Wasn't the
listen
last
to?
one like 2
Go
feet
fuck
or
yourself,
some
2
shit?
feet.
2 feet.
I'm helping you guys out, you know, like broaden your horizons.
Preposterous boast, but alas.
I'd have to say We Travel by Marconi Union.
I don't know what that is either.
It's really cool.
all right.
What do you got?
I got French Inhale by Snoop Dogg.
I think I know what that is. I'm not real familiar with it, though.
That's a good one.
What's it called?
French Inhale.
French in Hell.
That's a good one.
Inhale? Or
Yes.
in space hell?
No.
Inhale. Like,
Inhale, like.
Okay. French in hell or French in hell. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
All
being
right,
a French person
everybody.
in hell.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking with us. As
You're
always, we love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Show me your titties.